Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. If you've ever found yourself wondering about the incredible ways ancient civilizations celebrated life, connected with their gods, and even competed for glory, then you're in for a treat today. We're going on an epic journey back to ancient Greece, a land overflowing with fascinating traditions and profound rituals. Get ready to explore two of the most iconic and utterly captivating events from this legendary era: the world-famous Olympic Games and the enigmatic, deeply spiritual Eleusinian mysteries. Now, when you hear Olympics, you probably think of global sporting events, gold medals, and record-breaking performances. But the ancient Olympics was so much more than just a competition. They were a profound religious festival, a sacred truce, and a powerful symbol of unity. We'll dive into their origins, their rules, and the incredible impact they had. Then, we'll shift gears completely and step into the shadows of secrecy, exploring the Eleusinian mysteries, a series of rituals that promised initiates a blessed afterlife, and some of the most profound spiritual experiences imaginable. So grab your popcorn, maybe a laurel wreath, and let's jump into the heart of ancient Greek festivals and rituals. Let's kick things off with the grand spectacle of the ancient Olympic Games. Imagine a world where city-states, often at war with each other, would lay down their arms, observe a sacred truce called the Ekacheria asterisk, and travel from all corners of the Greek world to a single sacred site, Olympia. This wasn't just about athletic prowess. It was primarily a religious festival dedicated to Zeus, the king of the gods. The games were held every 4 years, creating a rhythm that structured ancient Greek life, and the period between each game became known as an Olympiad. It was a unit of time, a way to mark history, demonstrating just how central these games were. The origins of the Olympics are shrouded in myth and legend, but historical records suggest they began in 776 BCE. Picture this: athletes, who were exclusively free-born Greek men, would arrive in Olympia weeks in advance to train and purify themselves. There were no professional athletes as we know them today. These were citizens, warriors, and noblemen competing for honor and glory, not monetary rewards. The prize for victory: a simple olive wreath, known as a Katino's asterisk, cut from a sacred olive tree near the temple of Zeus. Yet, the glory and respect that came with that wreath were immeasurable. A victor brought immense honor to his family and his city-state, and they were often treated as heroes, receiving lifelong privileges. The events themselves might surprise you. While running races were central, like the stadion, a sprint, the length of the stadium, there were also long-distance races, wrestling, boxing, chariot racing, and the pentathlon, which included discus, javelin, long jump, running, and wrestling. Imagine the raw athleticism, the sheer human power on display. Cheating was heavily frowned upon, and athletes caught attempting to gain an unfair advantage faced public shaming and severe fines. With statues called Zane's asterisk erected from the fine money, serving as a permanent reminder against dishonesty. The Olympics were a powerful expression of agon, the Greek spirit of competition and excellence, not just physically, but morally and spiritually. They fostered a sense of shared Greek identity, even amidst political rivalries, and showcased the ideals of strength, discipline, and devotion to the gods. Now, let's shift from the sun-drenched stadiums of Olympia to the mysterious, candlelit halls of Eleusis, home to the Eleusinian mysteries. This is where things get truly intriguing, because unlike the public spectacle of the Olympics, the Eleusinian mysteries were secret initiation rites, one of the most famous and enduring of all ancient Greek mystery cults. For nearly 2 millennia, These rituals were performed in honor of Demeter, the goddess of agriculture and harvest, and her daughter Persephone. The core promise to initiates was a blessed afterlife, a release from the fear of death, and a glimpse into divine truth. What made them so powerful? The answer lies in their absolute secrecy. Initiates were strictly forbidden from revealing anything they experienced under penalty of death. This intense secrecy has left historians with tantalizing clues, but no definitive answers about the exact nature of the rituals. We know that the rites were divided into two main parts: the lesser mysteries, held annually in Athens in the spring, which served as a preparatory purification, and the greater mysteries, held every autumn, which involved a solemn procession from Athens to Eleusis, about 22 kilometers away. Imagine thousands of people from all social classes, walking together, chanting, fasting, and carrying sacred objects, all bound by a common spiritual quest. Upon reaching Eleusis, the initiates would enter the Telesterion, a massive hall designed to accommodate hundreds, possibly thousands, of people. This is where the most sacred rites took place, often at night, illuminated by torches. Scholars speculate that initiates experienced a profound spiritual journey through a combination of dramatic reenactments of the myth of Demeter and Persephone, perhaps the ingestion of a psychoactive drink called the kykeon, and the viewing of sacred objects, or hira. The myth itself is deeply symbolic. Persephone is abducted by Hades and taken to the underworld. Demeter, in her grief, neglects the earth, causing a famine. Eventually, a compromise is reached where Persephone spends part of the year in the underworld and part with her mother, explaining the seasons. This myth of death and rebirth, of descent and return, was central to the Eleusinian mysteries. Initiates would have seen it not just as a story, but as a metaphor for the human soul's journey, offering hope for resurrection and a happy fate in the afterlife. The experience was transformative, leaving initiates with a sense of awe, revelation, and peace. Many prominent figures of antiquity, from Plato to Cicero, were initiates, and they spoke of the profound impact it had on their lives, instilling courage in the face of death. It truly offered a different kind of prize than the Olympics, not an olive wreath, but spiritual solace and eternal hope. So here we have two incredible pillars of ancient Greek culture: the Olympic Games, a celebration of human excellence and unity in honor of Zeus, and the Eleusinian mysteries, a profound spiritual journey promising comfort in the face of mortality, dedicated to Demeter and Persephone. While vastly different in their nature, one public and competitive, the other secret and introspective, both played crucial roles in shaping the ancient Greek worldview. They weren't just events. They were windows into the soul of a civilization, showing us their values, their fears, and their aspirations. From the thunderous applause for an Olympic victor to the hushed reverence of an Eleusinian initiate, these festivals and rituals allowed ancient Greeks to connect with the divine, with each other, and with their deepest selves. They remind us that human beings have always sought meaning, celebrated achievements, and grappled with the great questions of life and death through shared experiences and sacred traditions. It's truly amazing how these ancient practices continue to echo through time, influencing our own understanding of community, competition, and spirituality. Thank you so much for joining me on this fascinating journey through ancient Greek festivals and rituals. I hope you found it as enlightening as I did. If you enjoyed this deep dive, please hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel for more explorations into history and culture, and let me know in the comments below which ancient ritual you'd love to learn about next. Your support means the world to us. Until next time, stay curious.